Hello everyone. So today we are going to look at how to append gender information to data.world dataset to analyze gender diversity in the film industry, and we'll produce a PowerBI dashboard that will highlight some interesting features. Great, so first of all, let's look at this dataset. It's published on data.world as open data by Chuan Sun, who got data from IMDb and other sources. And as you can see, it doesn't have any gender information. However, you do have the directors' names. You have also some of the main actor names, and some interesting metrics about also their popularity, ranking, and things like that. So from Power BI, which is a free tool from Microsoft, you do have already a connector to access data.world information. In online services, what we need to do is simply to connect to data.world and select which dataset we would like to analyze. So the owner here is pop culture, and the dataset ID is IMDb 5000. Right, so we're going to extract the whole dataset. And then we're going to edit it a little so we can analyze things more easily. So first we look at directors. So we're just going to filter out those that have no director names. Then it will be interesting to break down by genre. So here we will split this column to have also the first primary genre for the film. All right. And next, what we need to do is to parse those names into a first name, last name component and genderize them using Namsor API. So there is a connector on GitHub on how to do that. And there we go. Well, what we're going to do here is select first the Parse Name connector. So you will need an API key to do that, which you can get from namsor.com. And here we're going to select our table and indicate which column contains the names that we want to split. In this case, we know all the names have a first name, last name format, so we're going to specify that. Otherwise, the API would decide which is the best way to structure the name. And that's it. Yes, that looks good. So we're going to process the data. Right. So here we have our director names, and we're going to rename this query here. So we do have the original name here, full name, which we can use to join with the movie metadata table. Now, of course, one director may have made several movies. And the next step is to genderize those names. So we'll use the gender batch API. And specify that the first name is in the first name table, the last name is in the last name column table. And we'll call this table gender. Now we are all good to start work on our dashboards. First, we will need to verify that all the links between the tables are set properly. So in the movie metadata, we have director names, we have the main actor names. So we will need to specify that the director name links to the full name in the batch table. So here the director names corresponds here to the full name. Now automatically it will have linked the full name here and the full name there. So we're good to go now. We can do a simple pie chart about gender, for example, here by looking at how many directors have a male or female name. And what we can do here is filter out from this report all the cases where the API couldn't attribute a male or female name. This could be Chinese, Korean names. This could be a few ambiguous names as well. So there we go. And we can, of course, do additional visualization. For example, here, by genre, we could look at how many films by genre were made by male or female film directors. So the axis will be genre. The legend will be gender. We'll still count movies by director names, distinct director names. And we can, of course, select the top 10, for example, 1 to 5. Yes. And to do that, we'll just specify here that we just want to look at the top 10 gender genre by count of director names. And there we go. What could be interesting also is to look at the film budgets. So we can just customize a little this dashboard here. Instead of looking at the names, the count, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the total budget. And what's interesting to see is that not only there is a gender gap in the number of film directors, but also overall they had bigger budget to make the films. Thank you so much, and you know, you can find the connector for Namsor API on GitHub, and we'd be happy to have more beta testers and contributors on that GitHub project as well. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.